film you. I film you. Silly papa dogs. Silly papa dogs. Hello everybody, Blue Dooley. And we are finally reassembling the FMS Chevy K10, the 1/18 scale truck. Finally got all the parts painted I wanted to do. Got the body painted. I need to do a little touching up, but in this video I'll kind of show you what else I did to the truck, and then got it done a little late, so it's a little dark to take it out, so we'll have to do a running video in a different video. So stay tuned and we'll get into it. Got some of the parts out of the purple power wash. It's nice glossy plastic FMS uses for their wheels. I don't have the grill or bumpers because they haven't stripped at all. And in fact, you can kind of see they're mostly stripped, but there are some places on the wheels even that it did not get the full chrome plating off. And I don't know what they used for their mirror glue, but that purple power didn't really touch that stuff either. Did take the chrome off of one mirror. There's still some chrome on the other mirror, so they are still soaking. I took a wire brush to the grill and the bumpers to see if I could get some scratches in it to help that purple power separate that chrome. But yeah, FMS uses a pretty solid chroming process for their plastic parts. Now that's my kind of look right there. Just a plain black wheel. I need to find some foam for these tires. There. That's what hurts the truck the most side hilling, is there's just no support in these wheels. But now that they're stripped of chrome, I'm happy with them. Try to talk loud enough so you can hear me over all the heaters. There's 3 space heaters in the garage and the furnace is currently running. But when I said light coats, I mean very light coats. I just dusted the outside of the bed right now. Taped up the inside so the black stays black. Now we're hitting the underside and the inside of the cab right now. We're using Tamiya Fine Surface Primer for plastic and metal, white. And then for paint, TS19 Metallic Blue, also Tamiya. I think I'm going to start using the Tamiya paint from here on. I've been using testers forever. The Tamiya stuff, it sprays so smoothly. The can nozzles never seem to get clogged up. The paint looks fantastic. I mean, I'm not sure how well that shows up on camera, but it pretty much matches identical to the cap color. All of my Lexan stuff is painted with Tester's paint. This stuff is more expensive, but boy, it sprays so much nicer. I think I'm gonna switch and start using a little better paint on my mock projects from now on. So I need to turn the body around here after it sets for a little while and paint this upper edge, the inside fender well, kind of like I did over there. And then we need to get the inside of the cab sprayed a little better. And then the roll bar, apparently I missed a spot, so I'll round up another can of black, because apparently the can I was using is out now. I got one mirror still sitting in here soaking. The discoloration is actually because this purple power started cleaning my heavy duty rubber gloves. So I had a glove on to try to scuff up on the chrome, and the brass bristles on this brush might not have scratched them up enough, so I might have to be a little more aggressive on taking the chrome off the bumpers and the grill. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is the chassis for the FMS 1/18 scale Chevy K10. Not super complex. This rear suspension is actually fairly stiff, despite how laid down those shocks are. And actually what's really surprising is there is pretty much no flex in this chassis at all. On the back, you should be able to just move this spring over a little bit, get some suspension lift. The front tire, or the front shocks, doesn't look like there's extra holes in the chassis to do the same thing on the front. And that front drive shaft is so short. I'd imagine if you put a little too much lift on the truck, it'd bind. Finally got the chrome stripped off of all of the parts off that FMS Chevy K10, which is what we're back working on. This is the front bumper. The rear bumper has put up the most fight, as there's still a little bit of chrome on it, so it is still soaking in some fluid. We'll cut to some other video of that here in a bit, but nice plastic. The chrome solution, removing solution I used is a mix of salt, vinegar, and hydrogen peroxide. It didn't ruin any of the details. The little knobs are for the buttons for the bolts are still there, but nice plastic. So that's unpainted. And the grill I blacked out, and then I chromed the emblem back, and then I've been chroming the inside of the light buckets with liquid chrome mirror effect, 2mm. There's the part number. Malto, the original. This is a pretty nice pen. So I had thought about painting this the body color, but decided, well, since I have to chrome the light buckets, I'll just chrome up the Chevy emblem. Really happy with the way this turned out. And then I also threw a little bit of detail chrome on the dash. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up once it's in the truck, but I did not realize it until I took the dash out. I'm not sure how good that's going to show up in camera, but FMS actually put little gauge stickers on all the gauges. So that's pretty cool. Again, I didn't even notice that until I took the grill out of the truck. I've had this foam for a little while. It's actually what the microphones the wife got me came packaged in really nicey. And there's just about enough foam right there that I'm going to cut this foam up and try to make some tire foams for these little FMS wheels. Oh, they're actually a Cooper. I didn't actually pay attention to that. It has a thinner piece on the back that's been glued down, but even doubled up, I don't know if that's going to be enough foam to do any good or not. So I have a cutting mat now and a new light. So hopefully when I'm working on the bench like this, I have a little better light so you can see better. But X-Acto knife, I'm just going to put the tire on here, trace around it. Alright, so now I have a vaguely, I said it's not perfect, big enough, but I think it'll be close enough for what we're going to work with. I'll of course have to trim the width down a little bit. But we're working on this while the paint on the bumpers dries, as I finally did get all the chrome stripped off the bumpers. So I trimmed the disc down. Boy, this black stuff is hard to see on camera. Anyways. And I got this tire stuffed with foam. And here's one without foam. And need to adjust my light a little more. Not sure how well that's going to show up on camera, but this tire is quite a bit stiffer than this tire. And doesn't have much more resistance to sidewall rolling, but it is definitely a little firmer. So I think that'll help the truck out quite a bit. I'm going to cut out 3 more foams and well, there it is. The 1/18 scale FMS Chevy K10. With the exception of the bow tie and the headlight bezels, no chrome. Grille blacked out, wheels blacked out, mirrors blacked out, and then repainted the wipers black. This particular bumper is available on my Thingiverse. I will be sure to link that in the description. I do need to touch up the paint a little bit. My black, despite how careful I was taping it off, it did not turn out super great. If you've seen a previous video on the truck and my chrome stripping video, the grille and the bumpers were impossible to get stripped, but the mirror, the 2 mirrors, and the wheels all came off very nicely. But now that it's the proper color, also, as you've seen in this video, cut some foams for the tires. I did not get to adjust the suspension, so it sat a little higher, unfortunately. And then the roll bar, also on my Thingiverse page. I painted the inside of the bed. I did not paint the heat shrink over the LED lights yet, as I need to adjust this one on the back so the tailgate sits flush again. Again, even on the top of the bed, you can see the tape just didn't give me a nice line like I had wanted. So I haven't gotten the rear bumper installed yet, and I did scratch a little paint on the tailgate, but I did get this just painted up, and it's not a super great paint job, but I kind of think it looks like maybe a high school kid painted it in this driveway, maybe with rattle cans. But the grill blacked out looks absolutely amazing. I'm really happy I took the effort to strip the chrome on that truck. So it is 7 o'clock Saturday night, so I need to get this video edited and uploaded for you. But I'll get this truck out and we'll do a little driving. I have not permanently mounted the roll bar yet because I might run the headache rack. I haven't decided, but I got some plans for a little more accessories and parts for the truck that I'll get up on Thingiverse eventually. But yeah, pretty happy with the way the truck turned out. If you're just working on the body, all you need is 2 different Phillips heads. A small one and a smaller one. Very tiny one for the small screws. And then, I don't even know what. Looks like a P1. PH1, and we can look on this Cobalt Tools. A PH0. I'm using a Cobalt screwdriver set. It's actually a pretty nice little set. So that is going to do it for this video. Be sure to subscribe so you can see this truck outside. I'm sure it'll look a little better than the poor lighting in the office. But that's going to do it. So we'll catch you in the next one.